Looking for a deck to play that won't break the bank and is easy to learn? This is the deck for you. Yo, what is going on, guys? Bashtianygo here, and today, guys, we're going to be checking out a really cool deck that got some support recently that no one's really talking about. Let's just be real here, which is Majespecter, guys. Majespecter just got some brand new support recently, guys, and honestly, it is probably one of the easiest decks to go ahead and just pick up and play. And not only that, guys, it comes at a pretty low price point as well. So you guys are brand new to the game and you want to go ahead and learn a little bit more of the new summoning mechanics. Pendulum is going to be one of the more interesting ones to start off with, but one that can pay off for you guys, as this deck can play some really insane cards in it as well. Of course, I'm talking about the non-engine slots, guys. This deck can go ahead and search out whatever field spell you want. It can play cards like Secret Village of the Spellcasters, which we'll talk about. So it can also go ahead and play Necro Valley, which again we'll talk about going first or second. It really depends on what you guys want to do. But in the spirit of this video, guys, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys a quick combo tutorial so you guys go ahead and see what the deck can actually do. And then we're gonna be checking out a quick deck profile so you guys understand what the deck more or less is supposed to look like as a quick template for you as well. But before we begin, guys, make sure you guys go check out the merch stuff below. We're rocking the Bashtianygo merch. We're gonna be rocking it at the Houston Regional this weekend. So if you guys are gonna be come by, make sure you guys say hi to your boy. It means a lot to me, guys. Honestly, meeting you guys at the last regional was a lot of fun. I hope I get to meet some of you guys at this upcoming one as well. Also, remember, I do have my whatnot link in the description. If you guys want a free $15 for whatever it is you guys want to buy, goes towards anything in the product that does not cover shipping and taxes. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So here we are, guys, with our Majespecter combo that we're gonna show you guys. I say combo because realistically it's all very linear right off the bat, which, like I said, is great if you're gonna be brand new into the game. Also, the Majespecter cards don't have pendulum effects, which is nice. Again, less stuff to read, less stuff to think about. So we're gonna go ahead and start things off, guys, with Bambuku. Bambuku is going to be your main starter for the deck. We're going to go ahead and normal summon out the Bambuku. Bambuku is going to go ahead and activate the effect whenever it's normal or special summon. You can add a Majespecter monster from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. So we're going to go ahead and get a brand new card just came out, the Porcupine Yamarashi. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. If not, it is what it is. And this guy is a free special summon as long as you have a Majespecter monster. So we're going to go ahead and special summon out this little guy. And we are going to link off into a copy of Nui. And we're going to go ahead and link him. Whichever one is perfectly fine. This guy's actually going to go ahead and give us some free Pendulum scales, realistically, because on summon, we're going to be able to go ahead and activate the effect, adding the two Majespecter monsters in our extra deck back to our hand, and then we get to put Majespecter monsters back into the extra deck. So as long as one of them is going to be Majesty Pegasus and the other one can be a Link 5, so we can go ahead and go into our copy of, we can go Ogama, if you want to go ahead and get a 5 scale. Also, it's pretty cool to summon out Ogama as well, because it also allows us to be able to, to set Majespecter spells traps directly from our deck, which is nice also. So we're going to go ahead and go Ogama in the Majesty Pegasus. And then we are actually getting free scales here. So this is crazy what this deck can really do, again, with just one card. So it's a 1.5 card combo because we are going to need a discard right here. So we're going to go ahead and set our scales. Notice we have a 2 scale and the 5 scale. So we can go ahead and Pendulum summon for level 3 and 4. No problem. We have 2 level 4 monsters. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. We're going to special summon out the Ogama and the Draco Slayer. Doesn't matter where they go, as long as they go, of course, in their designated under link zones. And then we're going to go ahead and activate. So I like to activate the Majesty Pegasus as Chain Link 1 to Chain Block. And then I'll activate the Ogama, because the Ogama search, while it gives us a form of interruption, we can either go ahead and search Wind, which allows us to go ahead and tribute to the special summon a Majespecter monster from hand to graveyard, which is cool, don't get me wrong, but we want to go ahead and get more interruptions. So I prefer to go and hit a Majespecter Tempest. We'd also go ahead and set Majespecter Tornado. It really just depends on what we want to do. We'd also go ahead and summon out like Yadas or whatever it might be from our deck. Whatever monster we are summoning off of the Pendulum summon is what's really going to determine what type of interruptions that we want to go ahead and set up. Whether we want a or how many we want to go ahead and set up. I like to prioritize searching out the field spell as well, so that's my main focus. So we're gonna go ahead and search out the Tempest to go ahead and give us a a monster negate, right? So, or if or a special summon negate, and then we're gonna go ahead and resolve the Majespecter Pegasus to go ahead and search out the Secret Village of the Spellcasters or Necro Valley. Necro Valley is really good if you guys are going second because it just shuts off all your opponents' then now effects. But going first, we're gonna go ahead and always go into Secret Village of the Spellcasters, pretty much shutting off your opponent from activating any spells. Secret Village of the Spellcasters reads, if you guys haven't read it before, if only you control a spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. Done, right? And then if you control no spellcaster monsters, then you cannot activate spell cards. I mean, all Majespecters are all spellcasters, which makes this extremely easy to go ahead and do. And then we're gonna go ahead and Exe summon to end our turn. We could also go fusion summon into the Dino Mr. Power, but it doesn't really do us that much of a benefit. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our Exes monster, which is gonna be our Ryu. So what we have right now is nothing overly crazy, but again, it's something you can do extremely easily with just one card or 1.5 card in a discard, with starting off with Bambuku, of course. So we're gonna go ahead, and if our opponent were to special summon or activate a monster effect, whatever it might be, we'd actually go ahead and activate Tempest to be able to tribute a wind spellcaster monster. We're gonna tribute the Nui, and then Ryu would then activate, which the monster effect reads, if a monster is distributed while this card is on the field, you can detach a monster material from this card, special summon a level 6 or lower wind spellcaster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Majespecter Ryu up to twice per turn. If this card is in the monster zone destroyed by battle or card effect or tributed, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. So the second that we tribute the the Nui off of Tempest, we get to actually go ahead and activate this effect, special summon another Majespecter from our from our wind spellcaster, not necessarily Majespecter, from our deck to the field, which then gets us additional searches, things like that. And we can activate that twice per turn, which is actually really good, and it gives us a lot of interruption and follow-up as well, which realistically Secret Village of the Spellcasters is a wide enough interruption to where it should be able to go ahead and do enough on its own. Like I said, guys, when it comes to Majespecters, it's very linear when it comes to what it can do. It really just depends on what you guys want to summon off the Pendulum summon, what scales you guys want to go ahead and use as well. Scales obviously is one Bambuku, one Porcupine is perfectly fine, but then you can go ahead and set up exactly what you guys want to summon with your Nui. As long as this does not get Imperm Veilered or Ghost Mortared, which unfortunately are pretty big hand traps in the current format, you are going to be good to go ahead and set up your full board, right? And what this deck does is very grindy deck. It will try to out resource your opponent, so it's a lot of that going for ourselves. And next turn, what we can set ourselves up for is potentially something like a access code in order to go ahead and pop and try to OTK, things like that, go into Celine. So we have a lot of potential options for ourselves. Remember, we can also Pendulum summon from our hand as well. So we have a lot of options with this deck, but just know that this is not an OTK type deck. This is going to be more like a slow grind snowball type effect that is going to eventually be able to go ahead and outgrind your opponent. So now that we got that combo out the way, guys, again, if you guys want to see more combo videos on these decks, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. It's really not too much, but again, if you guys want to see a more broken down version of this, I'll go ahead and get it out to you guys, but I just want to go ahead and get it more simple, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the profile, guys. We have 3 copies of Bambuku, 3 copies of Porcupine, 3 copies of the Majesty Pegasus. This lets you search whatever field spell you want, which is really good. 1 copy of the Ignis Phoenix, 1 copy of the Luster Pendulum, 1 Ogama, 3 Yada, 1 QB, 1 Nekomata, and 1 copy of the Power Load Dragon. 3 copies of Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Imperm, because this deck can, of course, still play 12 hand traps, which realistically you probably need 15 in order to play in this format, but 15 will put you at 45 cards, and of course that's just already inconsistent enough, right? So you want to play, of course, 1 copy of the Majesty Pegasus to be able to help us combo off. 1 copy of the Secret Village going first, Necro Valley going second, 3 copies of Majespecter Wind, again consistency is key, 1 copy of Cyclone, 1 copy of Majespecter Storm, 2 Prosperity for consistency, and then 1 of each of the traps, Majespecter Tornado, and 1 copy of Tempest as well to round up our 42 card main deck. Now for the extra deck, we play 1 copy of Beyond the Pendulum, 2 Nui, 1 SP. SP is not necessary in the event you guys want to play something else. It's perfectly fine. You guys go ahead and play Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, as well as budget alternative options for you. You can play 1 copy of Celine, 1 copy of Exceed the Pendulum, my apologies, 1 copy of Appaloosa, Access Code Talker, Abyss Dweller, and number 41 Baguska are going to be the really great cards to go ahead and have as the backups as well. In the event you guys have additional materials to go ahead and go into later on your combo, which realistically, if you have more cards in your hand, you probably will. I would highly recommend going Baguska Abyss Dweller, just because in the event you want to shut off your opponent's entire turn, these cards can definitely do that, of course. One copy of Majespecter Paladin, 1 Ryu, 2 Ryu, 1 Prominence, and then 1 copy of the Dinosaur Power. So that's gonna be it for the profile itself, guys. Honestly, like I said, it's pretty streamlined as far as what the deck actually does. It's not overly complicated, so if you guys want to go ahead and learn Pendulums, it's probably going to be one of the best decks to go ahead and teach you how to play Pendulums. Because again, it doesn't have really many pendulum effects, so you guys don't have to worry about having too many effects going on at the same time. And realistically, it is pretty streamlined, and again, it can have some floodgates on you that can help you go ahead and take some games, especially again if you're either new to the game or just don't have the budget to go ahead and be buying highly expensive decks. But let me know how this works out for you guys in the comment section down below. If you guys want to go ahead and build Majespecters, again, I think it's a pretty fun deck. It's not a deck that I'm going to be taking to any regionals anytime soon. I don't think this is that type of a level, but I can see it doing well at like the local level, things like that. But again, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section down below. Honestly, I really am missing a little bit more about diversity, so we'll probably be doing a few more videos here in the near future about other decks that might be getting slept on. But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, make sure you guys hit up the whatnot link in the description. Make sure you guys get your free 15 bucks. And without further ado, guys, I'll see you in the next one.